A pre-dawn raid.
Come out with your hands up.
Dozens of heavily armed deputies and investigators from the Santa Clara County Sheriff's Department surround a house.
Fourth in the doorway.
12 people arrested. An organized crime network, says law enforcement, suspected of links to narcotics dealing and illegal gambling. At another location,
Sheriff's office!
Santa Clara County deputies recovered the fuel for this alleged criminal network.
Tons of packaged goods. Some parts of the house looked like it was a store.
Stolen from local businesses, but it is nothing like the shoplifting you've seen in the past. Brazen thieves recorded racing out with carts full of merchandise, even attacking store workers in the process.
This is not somebody who forgot to scan something at self-checkout or somebody who stole food. This is a large criminal organization with multiple factors.
Sean Brown is not a cop. He works for Home Depot, investigating organized retail crime. His job, a growing field in store chains as criminal organizations branch out from guns and drugs to stolen goods. A CNN review of court records and interviews with more than 24 retail chains and law enforcement officials show that the private sector is not just helping the police, but often delivering the initial evidence that leads to search warrants.
A lot of times, local and state resources don't have the capacity to investigate these crimes at that scale.
And in comes you.
We try to full service the investigations.
Home Depot gave us a glimpse of a model replicated by multiple major retailers across the U.S. This is their high-tech command center with electronic eyes on their stores throughout the country. Retailers have already moved beyond searching for the thieves you see in viral videos to their bosses. They are the real targets, known as the fences.
These ringleaders operate as the fence of this merchandise, where they're converting it to cash, drugs, and other illicit items.
It sounds like you're talking about the mob.
It often is conflated with what would be considered mob activities. Bad actors will target specific merchandise, usually directed by the ringleader, almost like a shopping list.
Store chains have the financial muscle to deploy high-tech tracking, like license plate readers and in-store monitors, capturing the crime as it happens.
We use a lot of different investigative tactics and technologies to ensure that we can build the absolute best case for law enforcement and prosecutors.
The bad guys have the upper hand with respect to this issue.
The sheer scale of organized store theft is so overwhelming, members of Congress met with prosecutors and store chains looking for federal help.
The organization and sophistication of these groups has grown exponentially in recent years.
I think organized retail crime is one of the biggest issues that is facing our local economy.
This entire aisle on this side is almost completely locked up.
Yeah, not the way we would like to envision our rough electrical aisle for our customers, our pro contractors, but this is what your typical Home Depot looks like.
Retail, says Brown, has already locked down their merchandise, impacting the consumer from inconvenience to higher prices. How would they get past this, though?
We've had certain crews that have cut locks and cables and broken into some of the fixtures that we've built inside of our stores.
What you see here is because the explosion of online shopping has made it easier than ever to move stolen merchandise, sold to a consumer hunting for a deal.
20 years ago, I needed a storefront in order to sell laundry detergent. Now I can do it from my phone.
California has now put hundreds of millions of dollars towards combating this problem, enabling law enforcement here in Santa Clara County to break up a major crime ring. Recovering $150,000 in stolen merchandise, authorities say, from 6 retailers. How big of a heist was this?
This happens daily across stores. Even with all those measures that you got to see in the store, we're still impacted at this level.
And Ken Willard joins me now from Southern California. I mean, it's fascinating to see what they're doing at Home Depot. Why have local law enforcement agencies had such a hard time with this?
Well, it's really the difficulty of intelligence sharing across these different police agencies. You think about a police agency somewhere in Massachusetts trying to talk to one maybe out here in Arizona. So they have all of these disparate agencies. And the one thing that is unifying them when it comes to organized retail crime, Anderson, is that they are all backing local, state, as well as the retailers, a federal bill. It is proposed at this stage. It's called the Combating Organized Retail